It's your girl MT, Minister Taj, Minister T, Minister Tajane, whatever may have you. I'm back. Hi. I completely have missed you guys. I have been lost in the wind, and I am so glad to be back. And we're back with another video. We're back with a kingdom chat. This is a kingdom chat, and it is a transparency post. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys where I've been and what's been going on, and before just jumping back into doing episodes and not giving you guys like any explanation as to where I've been. So yeah, I just wanted to come up here and first to say, hey, hi, how are you, devotees? I don't even know if you know that that's your name, but prayerfully you do, devotees. Because this is Devotion in Motion, so why not give y'all a cool name like devotees, right? That's amazing. Anywho, yeah, I have been, it's been a few weeks, maybe months, that I have really did an episode, a Devotion in Motion episode, or a fireside chat, a kingdom chat. And so I just wanted to get up here and basically like tell you guys where I've been. And yeah, when God is requiring you to do something, obviously he has me here for a reason. There are things that he has placed inside of me as gifts to other people. And so I think now he is, he got me here. It's like, I got you here, and now this is the assignment, and this is the things that I require of you. And because of that, there's a process that I have to be taken through. And so I've been in process with God, and it has been extremely overwhelming for me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I've just been, honestly, I've been feeling like overwhelmed. I have been feeling very overwhelmed, and it's caused me to shut down. And a lot of the things that I shut down, well, one of the things that I shut down was Devotion in Motion. And honestly, it's because I never want to do something for Christ and not give it my 100%. I never want to. Ministry is my passion. It is something that I really do take seriously. And so when I do it, I want to give my all to it. I want to be 100% devoted to it. I want to be 100% all there, and I just wasn't. And so I had to take a step back. But in that time, I have been like brainstorming ideas. I have been setting up. Obviously, I want to introduce you to the pink wall. This is going to be called the pink wall, although it is not fully pink. It is pink, but there's some white and some gray and some black in there. But this is the pink wall. So when you see this wall, you just know something fire about to happen. Whether it be a fireside chat, like Devotion in Motion chat, whether it be a kingdom chat, you know some fire is about to happen. I also want to introduce to you guys another segment that I will be launching. It's called Heaven's Highway. And so what Heaven's Highway is you seeing me in full ministry gear. Like, I'm talking when I'm preaching, when I'm teaching, it may be even me leading worship, whatever it is. If I am doing that, it'll be a Heaven's Highway segment. And I'm excited about that. I've been thinking about the times that I've ministered, I preached, even before doing Devotion in Motion. That will be up here as well, because you guys get to see me in a relaxed state usually, or when I am recording with other people, you guys you get to see me in a chill setting, like in a house, or typically my house, or if I'm doing my fireside chats, I go and visit everybody else. And so you get to see me do that, but you never really get to see me preach. You never get to see me in action. You really don't get to see Minister T and the gifts that God has gave me and how I use that in church or whatever may have you. And so that will be Heaven's Highway. And the reason why it's called Heaven's Highway, well, growing up, I think my first servant duty as a child was to be an usher. That's what I grew up as. I grew up as an usher. I wore the black and white stockings, shoes, or white socks. Like, that was me. I was a junior usher, and then as I grew older, I became like a regular usher. Then I was like the president of the usher for the kids, for the young adults. I was like, I don't even know what they called it, but I was like in charge or something with the ushers. And then I went to choir, and then I went into the youth ministry, like helping out, being a teacher. We called it YA, like a youth assistant. And then since then, I've gone and taught the youth at other churches, and it has grown from there. But my start was an usher. I was an usher, and when we would march into church, we would march down to Heaven's Highway. Like, that's when I got my start. It's a highway to heaven, not Heaven's Highway. The song was, it's a highway to heaven. It's a highway to heaven. None can walk up there but the pure in heart. It's a highway to heaven, walking up the King's highway. That was like the first song I would know. And it made sense to me, right? When I heard that song, I associated that to the service that I was doing for the Lord, and that was ushering. And so for me, Heaven's Highway was like my wanting to serve, like my, so I would name it Heaven's Highway because that's where I got my start. But as I am where I am now, the place where I am now, and who I am now, for me, my take on Heaven's Highway now is not only just a servitude, it's not only a service to the church, and it's not only a service to the people, but it's like literally the message that God placed in me is the highway to get people to heaven. Literally, like, I'm preaching the gospel. I'm preaching that Jesus died on the cross for your sins. He died on the cross for you. So you have to believe it, and you have to know it in your heart. And that is your ticket into heaven. That is your highway into heaven. That's the highway. That's the start. And so I am merely just an Uber driver getting you to your destination, which is heaven. And so I wanted to name this segment Heaven's Highway because that's what I would be. I would be the Uber. I will be the Uber to get you on the highway to heaven. And so that's why this segment is called Heaven's Highway, because you will see the messages that God gives me to preach, the sermons, the talks, whatever may have you. So I'm excited about that. I actually have one coming out really, really soon. And then from there, I'll be posting a lot of the different times that I've actually ministered the word to God's people. And so I'm excited about that. And I pray you guys are excited too. But yeah, God has had me in a process, and I've been trying to adjust, to say the least. I know I'm very, very transparent with you guys, and I've told you guys before that I have a very, very I carry a very disobedient spirit. And one of the things in this season that God has made very, very clear to me is that I needed to drop that. Like, when he told me to do something, I need to just be willing to do it as soon as he tells me. And so I am in that process, because when I get it wrong, he does not let me just get it wrong. He checks me every single time. And so it has been a very, very difficult process for me. It is very, very overwhelming. And this very, very much stretching me and taking me out my comfort zone. And so while it has been a journey for me, it's also been very, very rewarding to see the growth that I have. I've realized I will literally process certain situations and think back on it and realize that God has been growing me, and I'm excited about that, because when there's growth, or when there's a process, that means there's something on the other side of it, right? God doesn't take you through something and not have an exit for it. So when that exit comes, sometimes there's a new promotion or whatever the case may be. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited that he's trusting me with certain people. And so because God is trusting me with certain people, he is allowing me to go through these things. And sometimes it's not just for me, it's for other people, because then I will meet somebody who is going through the same thing, and the process that God took me through, I'll be able to help them to get through their process. So I don't know, it's rewarding. Like when you're going through it, you don't see that part, but you have to learn to praise God anyway. For the hard times, you have to learn to praise God anyway. So that's where I am. I'm in a state of praise. I'm in a state of prayer. I'm believing God for a lot right now. I have literally came up with a whole bunch of content to give you guys. And this season, I do want to go deeper into the topics that I'm talking about when it comes to devotion, emotion, fireside chats, or kingdom chats in general. I want to, the whole purpose of this show is to unload life from a biblical standpoint. And so now I want to start talking about real life situations that happen. And some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about is stuff that I've been through personally. And what does God say about it? And some of the stuff will be like from friends group that they trusted me to be able to share it, but it will remain anonymous. But I will be talking about situations that they have gone through, and honestly, see what God says about it. We'll literally go through the Bible and, well, what does God say about this? And so, you will get the broad topics still, like women in ministry and forgiveness and prayer and things like that. But we will also be going deeper into situations, into topics, because life happens. Y'all know, for my very first episode, I would tell you life be life, and life does life. Like it happens. The life is not easy. It's not an easy road, but God is still God, and God still does God, and he's very good at what he does. And so we will be bringing God into all of these life situations, and prayerfully, something that I said, if the situation pertains to you, or you never know when life is going to happen, but it's you can't prevent it from happening. And so I'm praying that these videos is just there to, when you are going through something, you can see this video or see a video that applies to your situation. It's something that we said in that time. It may not be that the same present time, it may be years later in the future, but something that is said is still applicable to what you're going through. And so I'm praying that God does what he does. Honestly, from the very start, I told y'all that this whole purpose was just to reach one person. I'm aiming to reach a whole lot, but if it just changed one person's life, I'm okay. I did what God had told me to do. And so in this season, I'm really trying to remain obedient, because the reward is greater at the end of the day. I am doing what God told me to do, and I'm not in a state of arguing with God anymore. So that's what I'm doing. And so if one person is changing, you know what's crazy, because I get different reviews or I have friends or people that I might not like have a real intimate relationship with, who will tell me like they watched the episode. Or I have friends, close friends, who tell me like, I still watch this episode and it does something to me. And at first, I overlooked the reward because I had a relationship with them, because it's like, you're my friend. Of course you're going to watch the video. Of course you support me. So I don't really, I didn't really, I overlooked the fact that like, no, they're watching it, and something that I said is applicable. Something that I said is getting them through what they're going through right now, or somebody that I had on the show said something and is getting them through. And so it's like just a testament to remaining faithful to what God said is still applying to. It doesn't matter who the person is, just the fact that something was said change the direction of where they were going and put them back into the direction of God. And that is the ultimate reward for me. What God does with this is his business. I'm just doing what he told me to do. And so I'm excited. And that even encouraged me to get back into doing my videos, because I took a pause, and then I just realized that I'm like, you know, there's videos up there, so I did what I was supposed to do. But then I've had people reach out to me like, where's these videos? And it's like, oh my gosh, like people are actually looking for videos, and that has been so rewarding to me. And it just put things back into perspective for me. It was kind of like God was yelling at me like, ma'am, I didn't tell you the assignment was complete. So I am back. And I'm ready to get back into it. But guys, I just pray, or I just ask that you please continue to pray for me, keep me lifted, because ministry is hard. Life is hard. I told you it's been a year, or it's about to be a year that I have moved here, and I feel like God is requiring more from me, even with these videos and my service to the church that I'm attending and things of that. And so I'm believing God for a lot right now. I am believing God for a house. I feel like Devotion in Motion needs its own production room. And God has been faithful with that. I had somebody gift me a camera. Very excited about that. I got a little setup going on. I got the pink wall. I got a little camera stand. I'm not using the camera right now, guys, but it's amazing. We got the lights. We got the soft box light. We got ring lights, and my living room is literally, it's not a living room anymore. It's like a production room, office, kitchen. I don't know. We're believing God for a house right now. So guys, I pray that you stand in prayer with me and pray that God blesses me. I'm working with a realtor right now. Pray that God blesses me with a house. And I am in school. I am on the road to obtaining my master's. And so pray with me with that the journey is smooth, because while I am very excited, y'all know I'm passionate about ministry, and so I am obtaining my master's of divinity. I am excited about the process, but school is still school, and I've been out of school for a little while, so to just jump back in and have papers, it's like, whoa, hold on. So just pray with me, please, on that. Please. So school, a house, and just for God to do what he does. I am excited though. I am excited about this new season, new journey. Yeah. Ministry is hard, guys. Y'all pray for y'all leaders. And sometimes they may not ask you for your prayers, but please solicit your prayers to them anyway, because they need it. You don't realize the back end of ministry. Not everything is, there's still people at the end of the day. They still have struggles at the end of the day. Life happens to them too at the end of the day. And while they may not say it, that doesn't mean that they don't need your prayers. They may not, things can happen and things can get in the way. And so just continue to pray for your leaders, pray for your pastors, pray for your ministers, pray for your deacons, your overseers, your apostles. Pray for them. Pray for them. They need it. Even if they think they don't need it, they need it. Everybody needs Jesus. And you can never have too much of him. So continue to pray for your leaders. I admonish you to pray for your leaders, okay? And please just keep me lifted. As you can see, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm back. I'm back, and it's gonna be better. I'm excited about Devotion in Motion. I love it. Y'all, this pink wall is just doing me. It's giving. I don't know if y'all know, but my favorite color is pink, and this is giving. It's giving. But yeah, stay tuned for more Kingdom Chat. Stay tuned for more Fireside Devotion in Motion chat. Stay tuned for Heaven's Highway. I'm excited about that, y'all. I hope y'all are excited about that. Y'all really will real life get to see me preach, man. And that's something that I like. I'm not really public about. Like, if you there, then you there. But it's not something that I'm like, I'm going live. No, I don't really do that. But I've realized that I want you guys to really see me in action and not just, from the comfort of my home. And so I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm just going to take you through the journey. I'm trying to remain as transparent as I'm able to. I'm prayerfully, as this journey happens, I'm able to be more and more transparent with you guys. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. God is really doing a new thing in me. He's growing me. And I am appreciating the lessons and not like understanding at the time, but I'm always praising God because he's given me another day. He's given me another day, and I may not get it all right. I think I don't know. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. The only person that's perfect is Jesus himself. And because we are not him, we are not perfect. So yeah, we may not get it all right, or we may not get it right all the time. We may struggle. We may make mistakes, but God is still God, and he is a redeemer. And so I've been learning that. I've been learning to even have a little bit of grace with myself and stop, being so hard on myself with the things that, I feel like I don't handle everything correctly, and I feel like I'm not as balanced as I can be. And that's why, guys, you don't even know how upset I was that I wasn't even doing videos. I would be so mad at myself and not realizing that I needed that time to pull away from editing videos and posting. And so even in this break, God has been good and God has been faithful, and he's given me grace, and that has allowed me to give myself grace. And so I'm excited for what's to come. After this, please stay tuned. Next week we will be having a Devotion in Motion fireside chat. I am very excited about that. And the week after will be the very first Heaven's Highway segment. I'm excited about that. And guys, pray with me. Pray for me as I pray for you. Remember, God's got your back through life's crazy commotion. Just remember to have faith and keep your devotion in motion. That's Taji 316. Jesus loves you, and I do too. Bye, guys. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, share with a friend, share with your friend, share with your cousin, share with your mama, share with your father, share with your brother. Just remember to share this video, leave a comment. I am a participatory teacher, preacher, minister of the word. I like participation. So please, as I do my part, please do yours. Thank you so much. As I pray for you, I want you to pray for me, because we are all a part of God's body. And so I may not even know you personally, but I promise you I'm praying for you every day, because a life as a Christian is hard. It's hard, and we see people outside of Christianity. We just see people live their life, and we start to compare ourselves, and well, why do they have this, and I'm serving God but I don't have this, and I'm serving God but I'm struggling in this area, and it gets hard. And as a leader in church and as a minister of the gospel, life is not easy for me. It does get hard, but when you pray, things change. And so that's good for me. Can you say a prayer?